Hey neighbors! Did you miss us?
We are back. We are finally here again making another Community Train episode.
Yep.
And this time we are in
Santa Rosa.
Yep. And we have a very special guest and a very special tour guide with us here on this episode. Come on.
Hey guys.
Hinterland Spotlight man himself, our Deputy Chief Education Officer with responsibilities for so many things, but specifically Amerindian and Hinterland Education Development, Mr. Marty D'Souza. Hi, Marty.
Hello.
So, Marty, you are a son of the soil. How does it feel to be back home?
It's always good to be back. This is where I was born and I can never get it out of my system. So whenever I'm back in Santa Rosa, Moruca, I'm home.
This is home. So you're the perfect person to give the Community Train a tour.
Well, yes, and it's my pleasure. I've always been, willing to sell my village to the public. A lot has been happening and Moruca, well, Santa Rosa has come a long way. Not many people know about that. And so today, we will learn all about the history of Santa Rosa and more.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. We're looking forward to it. And like always, we're going to take you guys along.
To get to Santa Rosa, we had to travel from Moruca to Supanam in Essequibo and then make our way down to Charity. From there, we took another boat through the Pomeroon River, briefly into the Atlantic Ocean, and then into the Moruca River until we finally arrived in Santa Rosa, where it was now time for Marty to show us around.
So this is our first stop. We are at the Santa Rosa mission, on the Santa Rosa mission, actually with the church, Santa Rosa Roman Catholic Church in the background. And this is where, Jonathan, it all started for the village of Santa Rosa. And so if I can just take you back to where it all started. In 1817, in the year 1817, 1818, there was that huge civil war that was happening in our neighboring Venezuela. And the Catholics in Venezuela, they were being persecuted. And so there was a group of Spanish Arawaks who had a number of monks with them. Actually, they were the Capuchin from the Capuchin order. They were Catholic monks and they were being killed in Venezuela. And so to escape from that persecution, they traveled all the way, the history says, through the Orinoco, out into the Barima River, and they made their way eventually into the Waini, and they came to this place here that they saw had a lot of guava trees. Mm-hmm. And so when they came, the place was, I guess it was not like now with a lot of coconut trees. The guava trees were so much that they called it the land of the guava. And so they named this area here Mariaba, which was eventually changed to Santa Rosa. Wow. So when they came, they called it Mariaba. So that happened and we will visit a stone in a short while that will show you there's an engraving there that says the 4th of April, 1818. So that gives us a date as to when the first inhabitants of Mariaba actually came and settled in this location.
So this very same hill here and the landing right below would be where the village of Santa Rosa was first founded.
Yes, on this hill, and as we travel along, we will see that there are houses now in the valleys. And so all of that would have been where the first settlers would have come. They probably came on this hill and they settled all along on this piece of island, the island of Santa Rosa, which they called Mariaba.
Marty went on to tell us about a significant figure in the history of Santa Rosa, Father Haynes. Father Haynes was a Catholic priest who first arrived in the village in 1830 on the Feast of St. John's, where he baptized 75 children and spent 3 days. He later returned as a bishop in 1840 to commission a newly built church, which he named Santa Rosa, or Saint Rose in English. Over time, the name of the church became the name of the village, giving us Santa Rosa.
What we're seeing here, this is a part of the Santa Rosa Primary School. It's an annex building. This was not always there. Prior to this school being set up here, this building, back in the 1800s, the Catholic nuns, the Catholic Church then actually had a school. Oh. And it was not yet a government school. The church used to run it. And so it was actually a convent where the sisters or the nuns, they were the ones who used to run the school. So the children then in the late 1800s into the early 1900s, they would have had their education with the nuns on this site. That site, the convent has long been torn down. Since I was a boy here, I have not seen it. But playing in this compound, we would stumble upon remains of what the convent was. And so it is all moved now, because in order for construction to happen, it was excavated and moved out of the way. So we have a new school on an old site. So this is the site of the original school, which belonged to the nuns, to the church in Santa Rosa Village. So this is where education would have started in Santa Rosa.
With the church.
With the church.
Excellent.
A number of communities make up Santa Rosa Village, and Aquero is very historical because many of the infrastructure, the key infrastructure and public service would have started on this island, the Aquero Island, the Aquero Post Office, the Aquero Police Station, the health center, or the dispensary, as I could recall, was right here on this island. So this is where it all started. Eventually, the facilities would have moved on because the population grew. We could not, the village could not accommodate everybody on this island for all the services. And so they eventually moved out. So that is why you find the Comaca, on Comaca mainland, you'll find the hospital now, you'll find the post office and the police station, because there's much more space and it's closer to where the population is condensed at the moment.
While in Santa Rosa, we realized our trip had coincidentally lined up with a very important holiday observed by its Catholic residents, All Souls Day. This is a day dedicated to praying for the souls of the faithful departed. As the sun started to set, we could see the inhabitants of Santa Rosa gradually make their way to the church to visit the graves of their loved ones and light candles in remembrance. In the Catholic faith, the practice is deeply symbolic, and we were honored to witness such a special occasion during our time there. Santa Rosa was a fascinating visit. It has such a rich history, and despite its remarkable development, it still retains that unique village charm that resonates so deeply with those who call it home.
For me, it starts with loving countryside, right? You know, countryside, you can afternoon times, you can go and run the sheep or run the cow. Yeah, there's a big silent there that you can jump in, you can swim, you can do all of these things. Whereas in compared to the city now, I always use the perfect example. You guys are here, we can go by me right now and I'll jug down some water coconut for you, give you to drink it. Like we're
sit in the shade.
Yeah, sit on the shade
relax.
and you drink it. Where in the city can you go and do that?
Yeah.
You know, like you gotta pay for the water coconut, you gotta pay for everything. You know, you come here, there is, you know, lush green forest, there is, you know, nice fresh air.
Basil has so many songs and describing exactly how I feel about it. I don't know what it is, but I have a great love for Moruca. It's the great Moruca that I love.